Hi everyone, and welcome back to HappinessSparkles. My name is Frances, and for you gals and guys who are new to my channel, welcome. I'm thrilled to have you. I love to interact down in the comments. So please like and subscribe and ring that little bell for upcoming videos. And if you've been around for a while, then you know the drill, guys and girls. Love to have you all here. I'm excited to do this video today because it is a tag video from my dear sweet friend. Her name is Ange, and her channel, I will link it down below, is 50 Cents UK. And the tag video is fragrances in my collection that I need to love more or I should love more. My collection is not huge. I have I think I've crept up to be probably about 34 fragrances, and I'm going to try and lower that down a little bit and declutter again, and ideally have about 25 fragrances for my comfort level. So anyway, let's get started. And I'm not going to say that I will love these fragrances more, but I will say I should probably try to use them more often. So let's start off with one that I don't talk about a lot on my channel, but it is one that I have used for, I would say, probably 6 or 7 years. And I went through 3 bottles of it when I first discovered it, and it was through a friend of mine. I could smell it on her, and I discovered it beautiful. And it's the CELENE DION Sensational. Now this is my 3rd bottle of CELENE DION Sensational, and before my collection started to grow last year, this was used on a daily basis. This would have been my go-to summer fragrance. This is a cheapie. It is discontinued. It's been discontinued for years, but you can still find it on the market. And it's a summer, fruity, out of the shower, soapy fragrance. I still love this fragrance. I'm going to rock this fragrance this summer. It just makes me feel clean and fresh and summery. And I'm going to tell you what the notes are. It starts off with a burst of pear. Now it says in the notes that the pear is frozen, but this is a very juicy pear. So I wouldn't imagine a frozen pear would be juicy. So this is definitely juicy pear. And then it's apple, plum, orris, mimosa, jasmine, freesia, amber, musk, and sandalwood. So it's a floral, fruity, powdery, fresh, sweet, but green fragrance. It's a good one for a cheapie. And I mean, it's still, even though it's discontinued, it's still quite cheap. I actually found it on a couple of Canadian sites, and because she is Canadian, but it is probably, I'm not even sure where this is made. Let me just check and see if I can see where it's made. No, it doesn't say, but it's made by Coty, C-O-T-Y, which has been around for years. Coty is a cheaper fragrance that had been around since I remember in the 70s, and I used Coty fragrances back then. So yeah, this is one I need to love more, and this is one I'm going to definitely love more this summer, because this is just, if you like that fresh, sometimes it's even nice to sleep in because it's fresh and uplifting. But after you get out of the shower at night, if you shower in the evening or have a bath in the evening, it just makes you feel clean, and you know, snuggling into clean sheets, it's just beautiful. I love this fragrance. I adore it. So that one is one that needs to be loved more. Another one that I need to love more, and it's another one in my collection that I've had for many, many years, And this, I believe, is my third bottle, third and last bottle. I don't have a backup. Up until last year, I had always had a backup of this bottle, but I think I'm over it. I love the bottle. You know what? I'm not over it. It's powdery. I'll give you the notes in it. It's just, it starts off with a burst of mandarin. Then it's got the bergamot, which is really fresh. So it starts off very, very fresh. Then it's got lychee, peach, jasmine, lily of the valley, plum, amber, musk, and vanilla. So again, it's a fruity, floral, and extremely powdery fragrance. This lasts all day, by the way. Sorry I didn't say, Celine Dion does not last. It's fruity. There's not a lot of staying power in this, so you need to spritz it on a lot, hence why I went through so many bottles of it. So it lasts an average of maybe 3 or 4 hours, but I love it so much that I keep buying it. This one lasts and lasts and lasts. This is beautiful in the air. The sillage of this is amazing in the garden. I mean, you know, if you're at a garden party, this is a beautiful. It's also a beautiful, would be a lovely wedding day fragrance because of the powdery, the sillage that it'll just envelop your guests around you. So that's another one that I need to give more love. And this one needs very little introduction, and it is none other than Chanel No. 5. Now, this is not for everyone, but I love this fragrance. It's very, well, I mean, if you don't like aldehyde, you will absolutely hate this fragrance. So right off the top, I mean, the first note is a aldehydic note. And it actually tickles your nose. Some people are allergic to this fragrance. This is I believe this is my second bottle. I did have a set of little bottles. Then I had a very large one. This is 100 ml. I had another 100 ml that my son bought me, and then he bought me the other 100 ml. And this is probably about 5 years old now because I kind of stopped using it as much. I mostly wear it to bed, and it's aldehydes, bergamot, lemon, neroli, ylang ylang, jasmine, rose, lily of the valley, and iris. It's woody, floral, powdery, aldehydic, and earthy. But it's just, to me, it's just full on powder puff. Like somebody just slapped a powder puff in your face. You know, like a sweet scented powder puff. That's what it smells like, and I love it. And often I will sleep in this one. So I need to give her more love. And another one I need to give more love to is my Coco Mademoiselle. And this is my second bottle of Coco Mademoiselle. And the first bottle I went through really, really fast. Unfortunately, I'm not loving this as much as I used to because it's got quite a dry down of patchouli. And I've since found another one that I like better, and it's a cheapie, and it's Sofia by Vergara. And as you can see, I bought this last summer when we all kind of got on the bandwagon because of COVID. And I did a test, and I will link that video down below. I did a test where I put Coco Mademoiselle on one side and I put Sofia Vergara on the other side, and I tested them throughout the day. And Coco Mademoiselle does last longer, but this lasts probably about 6 or 7 hours. This lasts 8 hours maybe plus if you really douse yourself, and this lasts well on clothes. They're not dupes. Don't get me wrong, they're not dupes. They have a vibe. They have a vibe. This one is sweeter, doesn't have the patchouli, and this one is a stronger patchouli on the dry down. So I do need to give it more love and use up the bottle because it's a beautiful fragrance. So I'm going to use up the bottle of that, but I'm still going to rock my Sofia Vergara. Yeah, it dries down sweeter. I love this for an affordable fragrance. If you want to smell expensive and you can't afford this one, let's face it, this is like $300 or more. I've never bought it myself because of the reason I'm cheap. But yeah, if you want to smell like this, buy this for under $30, and in some cases you can get it for $20. It's a stunning bottle. It's every bit as beautiful a bottle as Coco Mademoiselle. Like honestly, I think they're both plastic lids. Like why is Coco Mademoiselle a plastic lid? Or is it frosted glass? It doesn't feel like glass. It's a beautiful bottle. It's a stunning classic bottle, yes. But I mean, it has a sticker on it. It's not the most stunning, expensive looking bottle in my collection, but this one has a little bit more bling to it. I would highly recommend this. Like, honestly, it's just stunning. So yeah, that is another one I need to love. And last but not least is one that this is a backup bottle, and it's Flowers by KENZO. I recently decluttered, I had a half a bottle of the EDP Flowers by KENZO, and this is the Eau de Toilette. And it's brand new. It was a backup bottle, it was brand new, and I decided to keep the EDT because the EDP was just, it was just getting too cloying on me, and I just kind of went off it. Whereas this one is a softer, more watered down version of the EDP. And the notes in this one are a burst of mandarin, violet leaves, so it's a green, it's a bit green. It's got the mimosa, camellia, heliotrope, heliobore. It's got rose, patchouli, and vanilla. So it's a floral, powdery, ozonic, watery, fresh, green, citrusy smell. And it's lovely. I can smell the patchouli in it. It puts me off. Now, I'm going to give it a better chance this summer because it's a lovely summer fragrance. And then if it doesn't work out, then I will give this bottle away, and I still have the box for it. But it's a lovely fragrance. It does smell dated to me. Yeah. I mean, I hate to give it away because I do like it, but I have to be in the mood for it. So anyway, those are my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fragrances that I need to love more. If you haven't already checked out Anja's channel, please go check her out. She does the most stunning reviews on fragrances. She has a good nose for fragrances, way better than my nose. And I just love her to bits. She's in England. And yeah, go check her out. I will link her channel down below. And I hope you enjoyed seeing the fragrances that I need to love more. And I will keep you posted on how well I do. And as I always say, don't let anyone ever dull your sparkle. Bye.